Hi everybody, it's John Press from the Device and Partner Solutions team. Today I'm going to be giving you a bit of an update as to what Microsoft's doing around the education space with regards to Windows devices. Obviously COVID-19 has brought with it some very real challenges around the education space, and there's a lot that we're doing in that space to assist both learners and teachers and the institutions to enable themselves to remote work. As part of Microsoft's broader initiatives around education, we felt a need to really drive our education offering through this COVID period. And so we pulled together an offer to the market known as the Shape the Future Strategic Educare SKU. Really what this was designed to do was to respond to the crisis, to help parents and learners to recover with efficiency and ultimately rebuild what time and ground has been lost through the COVID restrictions. Why the strategic educare SKU? Well, there's a number of changes that have come about. We've certainly seen a massive influx of requests on devices, but ultimately it's about bridging that digital divide and bridging the digital gap that we see in learning solutions and preparing our institutions and schools to be able to offer these as alternatives to the more traditional teaching methods. What we want to make sure of is that we're delivering the best Windows experience at the lowest possible price. We do appreciate that many learners don't have access to funds and the ability to buy the latest and greatest, and so our contribution is as Microsoft is assisting in terms of the software and the learning tools that will enable many of these remote learning scenarios. And then ultimately, none of this is effective without the schools being enabled and the teachers being enabled to offer these solutions. And so a big part of the education play is ensuring that teachers and the institutions have access to training material which enables them to be able to offer these remote teaching technologies onto their students. Offering the best Windows device at the best price is obviously key to being successful in the edu space. The CARE program will support Core i3 devices up to 128 gigabytes of space. In addition, we will see the support for LTE-based devices moving forward, where connectivity is obviously a challenge in certain areas and certain institutions. Add to this the remote learning solutions from Microsoft. You may be familiar with the Teams offering and the fact that Microsoft has made the Office product available to our learners at no charge. And then when we look at deployment and management support, there's been a free customer onboarding on all plans through the Fast Track program. And then from a professional development for learning perspective, Microsoft has offered free training and development tools for teachers and students to get them on the road to remote learning as quick as possible. So who is this education SKU aimed at? Well, it's aimed at K-12 and higher ed. It does require that you get approval from Microsoft, and the alias is loedesk@microsoft.com, requesting eligibility. Orders need to be above 1,000 units and be one of the following form factors. It needs to be a tablet or a 2-in-1, a notebook or a desktop. From a specification point of view, it needs to be less than or equal to 4 gigs of RAM, less than or equal to 128 gigs of SSD memory, or less than a terabyte of hard disk drive. All orders need to be placed before September the 30th. The customer must have an email issued by Microsoft for this program to be valid, and the orders would need to be delivered to customer within 12 months of the issuance of the eligibility email. That brings us to a close on this session. I wanted to thank you for making the time. Please feel free to reach out to your preferred distributor and their Microsoft representative to find out any additional information that you may need.